This is Storm Track 12.
Well, no doubt about it, this winter storm brought us an icy mess here today to wrap up the weekend, and this is just the first shot of winter weather here. We're going to see more as we get into your Monday. Checking out downtown Binghamton right now. Again, you see those roadways covered in white there, and again, that's not all necessarily snow. That's possibly also some sleet, as we saw plenty of sleet, plenty of freezing rain all the way throughout the day today, and we're now going to gradually start to see that transition to more snow. Again, there's that storm system in the center of rotation that we've been seeing the last couple of days, still over Ohio, but that's phasing out now. We're now seeing that other low develop, that secondary low right here along the coast just to the south of Long Island, and to the north of that and also to the west of that is where that precipitation is building in once again. And again, you see the snowfall here also mixing with a little bit of sleet and freezing rain stretching across the southern tier of New York down into northeastern Pennsylvania. Some heavier shots of snow in northern Shenango County here, but there is still some indication that yes, we are still seeing that mixing going on, especially to the south and east of Binghamton, and that is expected as we get further into the night tonight. Temperature-wise, as it has been all day, cooler to the north and east, still in the upper to middle 20s. We're closer to the freezing mark, but still a few degrees below that as you go back off to the south and west. And as we go through the rest of the night tonight, again, right around midnight, that's when we expect to see that change over to all snowfall for pretty much the entire viewing area, but there could still be a pocket of wintry mix again to the east and southeast of Binghamton as we head towards the early morning hours. But once we get to the early morning tomorrow, everyone is going to see that snowfall, and it will remain steady, also heavy at times as we go throughout the entirety of Monday, and that is going to lead to more travel impacts and other issues that we could encounter at least for the next 24 hours here. Hence why the winter storm warning remains in effect. As we go throughout the night tonight, again, there's that area where we could see the wintry mix of sleet, freezing rain, and snowfall as we approach midnight. But notice how this is pivoting now, and we're seeing that area of snowfall extend back to the east the further into the night that we go. Could still see that wintry mix up until about sunrise tomorrow. But once we get past about 7 or 8 o'clock, everyone is going to be into all snowfall. Then there's the heavier bands of darker blue that will remain around even into the afternoon tomorrow, and it stays persistent. Notice we don't see any breaks in the snow until we get closer to the dinner hour, and there's still going to be some lingering snow showers even into the early morning on Tuesday. But by that point, the worst of the storm will be out of the area. Now, in terms of that wintry mix potential, again, we're going to see that mainly over here into Delaware, Sullivan, and down into Wayne County in Pennsylvania. That's where we're most likely to see that wintry mix. And then in terms of snowfall, here's the latest we have on totals here. And this is something we've noticed, lower totals where that wintry mix is possible. But just because you're seeing these lower totals doesn't mean the impacts are any less, because you could still see that icing out there. But again, for most of the viewing area here, we're still in that 8 to 12 inch range, and we will be updating this here as we get the newest data in just before the 11 o'clock. So again, stay tuned for that, but the impacts are still out there. Schools already closed in many locations, and travel is certainly going to be tricky, especially tonight on those roadways with that ice still out there. The road crews trying to take care of that here tonight. And then as we turn over to just snow tomorrow and tomorrow night, those impacts less so. So just something again to keep in mind here as we move forward. And we take a look at that 7-day forecast moving ahead. All that snowfall still going to be around tomorrow, but then we finally wrap things up. We have just some lake effect around on Tuesday and a couple of shots at some, rain and snow Wednesday and Friday, but nothing too extreme the rest of the week. So again, 24 more hours here, Tyler, and then we should be all set to go moving forward.
Absolutely, and hopefully those travel conditions start to get a little bit better throughout as the day goes on tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah, it should be better once we get to all snow, and then especially as this wraps up late tomorrow, but it's still going to be tricky during the day. So definitely take it easy until tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Good advice there. Thanks, Damon. Shenango Forks have won the class.